Welcome back to Marketplace Mastery. I am your host, Mike Shellback, and today we are going to go into how to add new members to an existing application. Now, keep in mind, throughout the year, you may have a client who calls you because either their child is no longer eligible for Medicare or someone just got married. There's a few reasons why you may be adding members to an existing application, but in order to do it, it is very easy. All you're going to do is locate the application. We're going to find the application, click on it. Then you're going to come up here to where it says report changes, update, and here is where you're going to be adding the person. Well, I already started it, and now I'm going to go ahead and complete it. As you see, Tina's name was not there before. This person doesn't really exist. So what you would do, let me just remove this person temporarily so you can see exactly what is happening. What you would do would be add another person. If it's a spouse, you add the spouse. If it's a child, you add the child. Let's just say it is a spouse. You can add her name. You go ahead and add her date of birth, and then male or female. Hit save. Keep in mind, you always want social security numbers for people that are getting insured. So for this application, Jason, who is the primary member, would need a social, and so would Tina, but William would not need a social because all he is a household member not getting coverage. So now that you have added her, you see that the blue check is active, so now that person is getting coverage. You would then go to the next page, and at that point, when it decides to open, you're going to just fly through the application. It is that simple to add someone. Now at the very end, it's going to ask about, oops, let's back up a step. It was a question about marriage. Keep in mind, if someone was to get married mid-year, this question would have to change. Are you married? You're going to file jointly. If you file separately, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but filing separately eliminates you from qualification of a tax credit. So that would be a huge, huge issue. All right, so there you go. Then you're going to fly through the rest of the application. Is William. William is not married. Tina Stockton is the step-parent. She doesn't really exist, guys. Just keep in mind, we're just adding someone to an application to show you how it would look. There we go. And now we're going to fly through the rest of the application. Social for the one person, you're going to need that. You're going to want to add the social for the second person. Otherwise, what will happen is the system will automatically ask for you to provide them with citizenship documentation, and that can be a pain in the butt. I don't know about you, but I've spoken to thousands of people who tell me they don't even know where their social security card is. So if that's something that ends up being needed, you may have a huge problem. Right? So basically, guys, just so you can understand, you're going to add the person to the insurance, and at the very end, you're going to be adding this person's income if they were to work. Keep in mind, if you have an income right now that is just enough for the two people and you add the third person, you're going to find that your policy no longer qualifies for that subsidy. So you may want to increase the price if that was the case. So let's just fly through it. Again, I'm not going to complete this application because it would be screwing up someone's insurance. But this person, argument's sake, does not make an income. So now you're getting to the end of the application. And again, this is super simple. Once you get down to the back, all these questions, they don't have to be answered unless there's a reason for it. Do these people have coverage? You can put yes or no. It doesn't matter. As of right now, we are in a special enrollment, so everyone is able to get coverage. No one gets employer-sponsored insurance. But as you see, this is exactly how it was when you first did the application. Nothing has changed. Everything looks exactly the same. And now we are at the finalized state. We would click this, and then we would click on the agrees, and that's it. Once that is taken care of, your application will be completed with the extra member, and you'll notice that this policy would have gone active on the first of the following month. So that was when Tina would typically have coverage, would be the first. As you can see, it's May 4th. So on June 1st, Tina would have coverage on this particular plan. All right, guys, that is basically how we're going to be adding members. And to subtract members, it is exactly the same thing. As opposed to you adding them, you would just be deleting them, whether it's off of the plan or if it's going to be off of the insurance altogether. Unfortunately, people do go through divorces, and if that was the case, you would have to remove the person from the application altogether. But it's as easy as coming back to the original screen that we were right here at and clicking off that, or in the case of this particular person, removing them altogether because they don't belong on this. And then as you continue through the rest of the app, you will have to finish it in order for the application to take effect. But as you can see, this person is now gone off of the application. So it's like it was when we first entered. All right, guys, that is exactly how you add a member, and a little extra hint of how you take a member off of the application. This is easy. Let's not overcomplicate things, guys. Well, if you have any questions about this, reach out. But for the most part, super simple. Have a good one. Until the next module, peace.